Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in Yamato. So, without further ado, let's get into our build. We're running Board Queen with Azure Lane, Colorado, and Andrew Cunningham as inspirations. We are running Flammable Cannoneer, Gyrating Drill Bits, Master Mechanic, High Octane Warrior, and Fight Fire with Fire as our commander skills. As far as everything else, we've got Aiming Systems Mod 1, Steering Gears Mod 2, Concealment System Module, and we are running the Epic Main Battery Mod 3. Alright, so with all of that being said, let's get straight to the gameplay. Alrighty, so we are in the Yamato, and we are on Haven. And once again, I don't know about you guys, but it seemed like it was a pretty productive morning for me, because as I said in a previous video, that I had to record all these videos for the last few days, all at once, because I'll be leaving town to work that other job. I know there's been a couple of people asking about the job and everything, and I haven't had any answers on the new job. But I did get called to go for about a week to work for the other place that I've been working with. So I'll be out of town for a little while, so I got to get all these videos uploaded for you guys, at least until, I think, Wednesday when I come back. I think it'll be Wednesday or Thursday. But anyway, we're in the Yamato, we're on Haven, and we're going to try to do everything we can to take our team and carry them. Now, you'll see that I'm reversing right off the bat. There's a reason for that. And a lot of people will be like, Spartan, I've seen this before. There was a video a long time ago. You're the reason all the battleship captains reversed to the back of the map. You're wrong. Because the reason I reversed at the beginning of this match is because going in front of the island to my left is a bad idea. I didn't have enough room to turn and go behind the island from my spawn location. So I reverse a little bit, and then I can go forward and get behind that island and then take a much safer route to get around the map a little bit easier. Now, with all of that said, we're going to take and put that plan into motion. You can see Preussen is just outside my range. It's real unfortunate. I would love to be able to take a good shot at him right now, but unfortunately, we just don't have the range. So, we're going to try to push out to the outside. Like I said, we want to try to help this left side win this side as best as possible. Conqueror gets himself spotted. He's coming forward. I'm like, okay, fine. We'll take it. I mean, at this sort of range, any sort of shells that don't hit his armor belt directly are going to pen and do significant damage, so I'm looking forward to that. And we do slap the crap out of him. Or at least, I was going to say, I thought we did. 17,000 damage in the opening salvo, not too bad. Can't complain about that. Napoli, however, decides to shoot at me, so that gives us an idea of what's over there. We actually have two Napolis right there, which is odd. I don't know if I didn't pay attention to see if they were in a division. But the fact that we have two Napolis in the game, and they're both in the exact same location, is a little bit strange. But we're going to keep pushing this left flank, right? Conqueror has pushed out. He don't want the smoke. He's like, I don't want to fight that Yama right now. Shima gets himself spotted. Our destroyer doing his job, coming back across. We're going to go ahead and take a shot at him as well, because you see a destroyer, you shoot a destroyer. It's that simple. Unfortunately, our accuracy is terrible. We do hit him with one, and we do have a couple of cruisers out here that should easily be able to get rid of the Shima. There's Venezia out there. There's the Brisbane out there. And, of course, our destroyer's right here, too, who should also be able to shoot him. And you can see he's taking shots at him. I take another shot at him just to try to help, and the friendly Brisbane ends up finishing him off. So now they're down one destroyer right out the gate, which is huge. And knowing that they have two Napolis right there, you can see that Carl is like just throwing his health away. Why? Why? Why do people play the way they do? It makes no sense. Like, what is your rush? Why are you charging straight in? Those Napolis were spotted and knew they were there, and he still just charged straight in, broadside as crap. He saw the Preussen was spotted too at one point. Like, he knew what was there. It's not like they snuck up on him. And he just charged in full broadside to throw some torpedoes out there. Because, you know, what could go wrong? Now, because of that, it's just me and a Venezia over here. Our Brisbane's going to go into the cap, which is not a great idea. Because, again, there's a lot of stuff that can easily get rid of him if he's not careful. But I'm going to go ahead and start turning to kite here because I'm expecting these Napolis to YOLO rush around this corner, right? They got a Preussen back there as well. So we're going to take a shot. It says that I can lob the island, so we take the shot over the top of the island. You miss all the shots you don't take. We do hit him, but unfortunately we ricochet 4 shells off the man and only managed to do 1 overpin worth of damage, so not ideal. Now, Preussen, I believe, gets himself spotted here in a moment. And you can see the Napolis are shooting at me. Of course, they get a fire immediately. And Preussen is flat broadside and begging for it. So we're going to go ahead and reach out and touch that man. Look at that shot. That looks much better. Much better. And, yeah, that's going to sting a bit. Bonk. Oof. Yep, that'll do it. There's 20k damage. But Napolis never really end up trying to come out. So then I'm like, okay, well, if they're not going to come out, and you can see they're... Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to smack you guys. But if they're not going to come out, I'm going to have to turn back in, right? Like, I thought the whole reason I was kiting was because I was anticipating these guys YOLOing around the corner and getting into a close quarters brawl with a Napoli and a Yama doesn't end well for me. I'm not dumb. But I also don't want to leave this Venezia as the only thing getting shot at either, right? I'm the battleship. I'm supposed to tank damage. So I turn back towards the enemy. Now, our team manages to grab the cap, which is great. Unfortunately, our Brisbane did, in fact, get himself killed in the process, which is stupid, which is what we were worried about, because there was the Preussen there, and the Preussen did manage to kill him. But now they've lost their other destroyer. So at this point, we have 2 destroyers. They have 0 destroyers. Okay? This should be a win. No questions asked, right? Now, as I start push forward here, again, I have to be a little bit aware of the fact that the Napolis could come around that corner at any moment and cause me problems. Here's the problem. Even though we have 2 destroyers, our destroyers' locations end up kind of not always being the most useful. We also have a battleship that I'm pretty sure has not played the game at all, the guy that spawned next to me at Alpha. So he's just flat out AFK. Which is never ideal either. But you'll notice that they get into Charlie here. We don't have any way to spot them. We need our teammates to come back and help with that. But we have one guy all the way out on the border of the map over there. And the other guy is the guy that has done a pretty good job on this side. So he's doubling back. He's going to at least be able to spot. I'm ready for these Napolis if they come around the corner here. I'm already sighted in, ready to go. All my guns are there. Unfortunately, they just never actually come around the corner. Instead, we've got a shot at the Conqueror, so we're going to take that. Again, we know that if we just hit anywhere other than armor belt or turret face, we're going to go through and we're going to do damage to him. So we'll take what we can get. And huge hit on him, bringing us up to a whopping 58,000 damage. But we've really only hit like 4 shots. So can't really complain about the amount of damage I've done. Now, Napoli here decides to turn away, which is unfortunate. And even worse, we've got a beautiful look at this Vermont, and we've got island cover to keep us from being spotted doing it. And the Vermont, for whatever reason, he's just going to turn and battle tank me. I don't know if he saw somebody else, or maybe he's just paying attention. Maybe he saw that there was a battleship over here, and he saw my shells coming and just... you know, did whatever. Or he just got real lucky and decided to turn at the perfect moment to avoid getting absolutely clapped. Because then he immediately goes full broadside in front of me again. And we've already got the first shot out. And, I mean, it looks fantastic. Look at that shot. Blam! And a solid hit. But we are right here in a perfect spot to snipe his broadside. And now we have no spotting because our destroyer, again, one of them is still out all the way on the border. The other one is kind of like going to go behind the islands here. So I don't have a shot to shoot these guys, right? I just don't. Now, any moment you're going to see that there's going to be a Napoli start getting spotted over to our left here as well on the minimap. So this is why you pay attention to minimap. Now here, another beautiful look at a broadside Vermont. This should be kill if we get a decent salvo, because it should be able to citadel him at this angle. But unfortunately, we don't manage to citadel him, and we don't even manage to get that big of a hit. This is a decent hit, but not a crazy good hit, considering how broadside he is. But as we're looking to shoot through the tunnel up here, you can see that these guys are creeping into the window. And this is what I call window shopping, right? When you're sighted in, you're ready to go, you're just making sure that the shells are ready, and we want to get that shot through the window because nobody expects these shots. They just don't. And you can see we get a couple of our shells ate up by the thing, and then just terrible dispersion, leading to almost no damage here. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get a shot on these guys anymore. Now, our Venezia is shooting, and I think he gets detected because this Napoli decides he wants to YOLO around the corner. And I don't know if he just forgot that I exist, but he is going to telegraph exactly what he wants to do. And you can see right here where these guys are stopping and they're not actually pushing up or anything. Our team is losing 3 caps to none, despite having a 2-destroyer lead, because our destroyers aren't really in a position where they can like capture bases or anything. The destroyer that's closest to us has 2 Napolis to worry about, so I get that. But the other destroyer, God knows what he's been doing this whole time. But as you can see, Venezia takes a shot at Napoli. Napoli is going to commit fully to killing this Venezia. Unfortunately for the Napoli, he was not expecting to be met by a fully broadside, ready to kill you Yama. And he fires his guns, and then it's just peekaboo. It's like, hello, sunshine, how you doing, buddy? That's not going to end well for you. That poor Napoli, he had no idea. That man fires his guns at the Venezia and then just gets yeeted. But we get rid of him. That's one Napoli gone. Now, the other Napoli was turned and running away. We're going to try to turn back in, right? Like, we got to get this thing facing the right way so that we can help our team get the win, right? Our destroyer is in the cap, capturing the bases. Again, the one destroyer that's been doing a fantastic job up to this point is doing his job. The other destroyer is God knows what right now. I don't know what I can say about the man. I don't even know where he's at. I think he's all the way at Alpha right now, coming into the backside of Alpha for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. But we bump into the Venezia for a moment there. Not much I can do about it. I'm just trying to turn in as hard as I can. And, you know, it's a Yama. It's not known for its turning circle. But we're going to try to get around the corner. Unfortunately, Preußen managed to get around the corner. The Napoli is kind of hidden from me, unfortunately. There's just so many little things that go wrong here at the end that I'm trying to do everything I can to put myself in position to do the best that I can to give us a chance to win. Now, the good thing is that second destroyer that managed to go all the way around the backside of the map and then come back in, he does have a crossfire set up for cross torps on those battleships. And as the Napoli starts pushing in, I get a shot over the island here, and again, just horrendous dispersion. Just the worst. Like, god dang, I need these shots to actually hit the target. This is ridiculous. And so, you'll notice that their Vermont is starting to push in here too, right? So the Vermont's kind of being escorted by this Napoli. And so Napoli goes full broadside, and I am salivating. I've still got my spotter plane active, and again, not the best grouping in the world. And if I had just gotten a little bit better grouping, that man's dead right now. But unfortunately, he gets to survive, right? Now, the other downside is their Hector or whatever manages to go all the way around the map and get into our Alpha cap. So now we have no points coming in, and the enemy is just crushing us from points. So I am trying to be aggressive here so that we can give our team the best chance to win, because I have to try to win this by killing at this point. Like, I don't think we have much of a choice. This match is still very close. We can still win this on points, but we need to kill these guys. So here you can see I take what I got. I got a shot straight through. We get very lucky to avoid the Napoli's torpedoes there. But the Shima manages to get the torp strike on the Vermont. We managed to put a shot straight through the bow of the Vermont. Napoli is very low health, so we're going to come around the corner, try to finish him off. Obviously, I've got to be careful. I can't just yeet myself around the corner, because Napoli still has very good guns, fully capable of citadeling me at this range. So I've got to be careful there. But we come around the corner, we take the shot, and RNG strikes again! How am I the only person that has this bad of RNG in the Yamato? I swear to God. Like, how is it a broadside freaking Napoli gets away with it once again? It's like, you can't make this stupidity up. Now, our destroyer that was close to me has now moved into the other cap, the enemy's original cap. So that's great and all, but the problem is we don't really have enough time to win by doing that. Now, this Hector, dude, this guy, I don't even want to talk about this guy. I'll be real honest. This Hector is so clueless and so miserably bad at playing the Hector, and somehow he's going to just... You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Now, he gets some spotting. Obviously, we've got the Preußen here. We're going to try to take what we can off the Preußen. And this is where I need those 2 destroyers, right? Like, I need my destroyers to... And then I can lose a turret, too. Like, come on, man. RNGsus is just not with me right now. Like, we've done our part. We've tried so hard to get us into a position. Here's the torpedoes from the Hector. Again, not that scary. We end up dodging all of those. And Hector is actually going to double back. Our destroyer that has done basically nothing the entire game has now put himself back between the islands to my right, so he can't really do anything. The Hector comes back out, and again, my guns are right here, so I take a shot with the rear turret, get the gun out, and obviously we still have our front gun, and we take a Citadel here because I'm sitting broadside like a numpty. But again, it's not the end of the world. I'm not that worried about it. I can survive all of this. I've still got another heal coming up in 30 seconds, so it's not likely to kill me, right? And that's when I see the Hector come around the corner again. We use our armor belt, and, I mean, this is death. There is no chance that this man survives, right? We fire the front gun, we fire the second gun, full broadside. And he just gets away with it. And then I'm like, okay, well, screw it, third shot. This is the third shot on the flat broadside of a Hector. Just gets away with it. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. That is the only thing that I can say. You don't get to be that stupid in a ship like that and get away with it. Or at least I don't. I get caught, it's death. Every single time. But he got lucky. He got real lucky. And unfortunately, that one Shima... We had a Shima with 4 kills, and then we had a Shima with no kills. Both of them are top of my team with me. But one of them definitely needed to get rid of that Preußen at the end to give us a chance. But it is what it is. We tried. And if the rest of our team had stepped up and done a little bit more during that match, I think we would have probably won. But it is what it is. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys enjoy and if you like what I'm doing. Punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.